All right, Guardians. We even have some more bad news. We already got the news today by Bungie saying they're no longer doing feature updates for Destiny 2 after June 9th. And a lot of people were like freaking out, thinking, oh, maybe we'll have a Destiny 3. But rumors and talks definitely ventured away from that. And this article, just by Jason Schreier, we all knew like he's definitely always has a lot of insight on things. He wrote this article, so we're gonna go over it. I haven't read it yet. This is my first time seeing it. But it's not looking great. There doesn't look like there's gonna be a Destiny 3 anytime soon. Does not look good for Bungie at all, and it sucks just to like read obviously the first part of this thing. So let's go over the article real quick and I'll give you my thoughts and we'll go from there. All right, starting Destiny 2 development, the Sony subsidiary will focus on Marathon. Oh my god, rather than jumping directly to Destiny 3, which, oh man, dude, if you're like, I like Marathon. I do. I am a fan of Marathon. Do not give it, but it's a niche game. You're not gonna, it's gonna be so hard to get a lot of people to play that game. I know they're gonna be bringing PvE into it and stuff like that. Try to get more people into it, but I obviously it's not going to be as big as Destiny at all. It's not. I can see it growing in the next year. Bungie has shown that with time they can make something better, but I don't know. Who knows? We have no idea. I know that it sounds like Marathon is given at least what 5 seasons to try to bring it back. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. But let's go over this article real quick and see what it says because I actually have no idea. I have not read this myself. All right. Sony's group core Bungie unit is planning a significant number of layoffs as it ends development on the long-running online shooter game Destiny 2. Yeah, well, that's kind of what we were theorizing. I was watching like Astrocross earlier today, and he was saying if we see them do a lot of layoffs, that's our sign that, or maybe it was Fallout, but that's our sign that they aren't going to be working on Destiny 3 because Destiny 3 is going to need the whole team. It's going to need a big group of people to work on. And that them doing layoffs, it sounds like, obviously, yeah, there's no Destiny 3 at all in the near future. Like it's going to be a long ways if they even do it. That sucks, dude. Um, According to people familiar with the studio's plans, the company doesn't have a new project lined up for Destiny 2's development team after the game comes to an end next month. According to the people who asked to not be identified because they weren't authorized to speak to press, Bungie doesn't plan to immediately enter production on a Destiny 3, they said. The number of job cuts was not known. Okay. On Thursday, Bungie confirmed that the upcoming June 9th update of Destiny 2 will be the final content for the game. The studio promised that it will remain online for players to access. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it's become clear that after the final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. Bungie wrote in a blog post. And obviously, people were theorizing beyond Destiny 2. Does that mean Destiny 3? Obviously, we have no idea. We have no idea. So if they're ever going to do that, it sounds like it's not going to be anytime soon. Bungie staff are looking to pitch and begin development of new projects, including the Destiny franchise, but none have been greenlit, and there's no guarantee that any will move forward in challenging market that has led companies like Sony to raise prices and cut costs. That sucks. Headquartered in Bellevue, Washington, Bungie is one of the more expensive studios to operate, given the cost of paying tech-savvy workers in suburban Seattle and the longevity of its staff. All right, Bungie is also investing more in the extraction shooter Marathon, which has not met sales expectations since its March release, but with which the company hopes will expand its player base over time. The studio has moved some staff from the Destiny team to Marathon in recent months. A representative for Sony didn't immediately respond to requests for comments. Destiny was once one of the most popular games on the market, generating more than 500 million in revenue when it launched in 2014 and inspiring countless imitators. In 2017, Bungie put out a sequel, and after parting ways with publisher Activision Blizzard Inc., the studio decided to continuously update Destiny 2 with new content and expansions rather than release further entries in the franchise. The results were mixed, but millions of players stuck with the game, which became free to play in 2019. But they still obviously had the DLCs that were paid, right? In 2022, Sony purchased Bungie for 3.6 billion, and the subsequent years, the studio laid off hundreds of employees and canceled several projects, including Payback, a game set in the world of Destiny that was envisioned as the future of the franchise. Bungie released an expansion that appeared to conclude the game's story, the final shape, to rave reviews in 2024. The player count has dropped significantly since then. The most recent release of Star Wars themed update brought in a fraction of Final Shape's players, which sucks because I think a lot of people played the Edge of Fate, and that one just did not. It was like not a bad one, but it wasn't great and stuff. It did definitely push people away because I think that the recent one, Renegades, is actually better than Edge of Fate. It was a lot more fun. The lightsabers were a lot of fun to play with, but not a lot of people played it because they all left after Edge of Fate. So it kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? Bungie leaders have talked about ways to retool Destiny 2 to make it more approachable for new players. I guess I'm not there. I'm gonna go back up. But earlier this year, they instead decided to end development of the game, partly to shift resources to Marathon. All right, that's it. That's the article. Okay, dude, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. Like, this sucks. That means there's not going to be a Destiny 3 anytime soon. Obviously, like they said in the blog that they have a couple projects though, but he's making it sound like they don't have any projects, which is weird. So maybe they just have some stuff like things floating around. Obviously, I'd assume a Destiny 3 is floating around. People are just throwing out ideas on how to make it work. But that sucks because if a Destiny 3 is not even started, that means the next time if we do see Destiny 3, it's going to be like 3 to 5 years down the road. So if you're a Destiny fan, man, play the crap out of this update in June. I'll most likely be playing it all summer, and it's probably going to be our last for a while. That sucks, dude. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and I will continue to still make some Destiny content this summer. So drop, subscribe, like for now, and then till we move on to our next horizons, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, have a good day. I will talk to you all later.